one presenter in the nation.
And stay for more information.
I've never encountered anything like this before.
He is surely the #1 presenter in the nation.
He is smart. He is unique.
Are you
He
ready?
is the best. Captain Smart is the king.
Are you ready? Odum ni asunju efie jo Nyankopon ba Nyankopon ne honhom konkro Nyankopon no. Enka ho mo amukọ adwuma fe na mukọ fie amaka traffic mu. And afei mo nso amu wo fie mu amoyerenom aye nnuane ahodo amamo ebufufuo no otwenkwan ne akrante ne ebunabunu bi yede awo no ho songe ebinum de abankune ne nka afo nyina no oh jame nka mo ho. But tonight is a good night. Okay. And then you mre de wonya hu se da betrase mo ya na dangerous chance be gina ho ana no bi ka chem say yesra wa de na say ya atrase because I na wo sori gina ho a ya na ya asem. And to those of you on Facebook, you know already Smart TV Ghana, Twitter and so Smart TV Ghana, Instagram Smart TV Ghana, YouTube Smart TV Ghana, and I Captain Smart Official. Ubenya ewo ho udru ho na wa like page no wa sign a subscribe. Edi aka ho mama. But before I introduce my guest to you, na do aya ade bi me hu bi da. Ha! Mo me pesa me ti ase, ma ya me ti ase. Hwe aya na nyese emebu na ya ba no nyese ye mu ade o. But there's only one thing. You see, when you talk about respect in Africa, it is built on fear. So anytime a young man rises and he's confident, he's fearless, he's dedicated and devoted to the real patterns and cause of the country, making sure the country moves on without anybody trying to re-engineer the faculties of that person. You see, Omwade. Come to think of this. Say yet your mem na your banks no your synchrophone disika bank ne ba ko ho na so penny Mensah tabiri or your board chairman or your sofu penity ya nya no foko ojai ya jano no bi so banks ne sika ne na fiu and ya kekese ne ya se bank na gu ya te ase se bank no agu ya je atum aban ne se wagu no documenter a free finance ministry ankasa eba ne kire say aban no aspend 16.1 billion Ghana cedis.
Africa is rich and not poor.
16.1 billion Ghana cedis. And aban say was spending on the banking sector reforms. And you know aban ne nyade obema kwan no obi asori a wabue bank na bank apia na bank apia aban ne class banks no edo so kra dodo e wo Ghana ha sa wote ye say banks no edo so Bank of Ghana for press conferences ni na chance say banks aye wo Ghana no edo so eti ye feel say you are spending 16.1 billion Ghana cedis who converted to dollars are several billions but yet ye ho ase ne yet ye kurom ne yet ye mem na aban ne se dabi said ye be ya won sika koka mu no won sabe kanti ye hye 16 billion mbi and aban ko bie aban bank sa bank no ye friend CBG aban bie CBG wie ye no be ye nim se ni na asi eno wachi na France president Macron ba Ghana ha Abranche no a small boy. Now let me tell you how he became president. Makacha, the youth of this country, say you need to begin to read. Read like a running mad dog.
Captain Smart.
If you are a youth, begin to read like a mad dog. Man, magaba to anything, whatever you chance on, read. Macron, yay. Now, or the ruling party, a choir or no by any. As an like a finance secretary, like a finance minister, Kolaketwa on him. And who say 2 traditional parties to say yeah, NDC ni MPP no mo ya baller. Na me maka chom say NDC ni MPP wa ya baller. Say yampe political bin bi and someone to wangum anko jawo man to pudumu tententia. Ya betra ya bra bodo who say yeah. I am not asking for new leaders. So I am not asking we should change leaders. We are asking for competent, quality leadership. Or engineer the faculties of these 2 political parties. ade che omo hu yan se Macron na nam finfin no ti obu bankum no obu de fa no obu bankum what the sika na wa chew no wa hwe wagu jail no wani so ada ho kama. This is what the youth of this country say here. Obekaya last 2 weeks abrante bi frey now to nyumbi arise Ghana youth for your country. One can say arise Ghana old men and women for your country. No old man, no old woman can arise. We will have to arise. We got to arise in the morning, arise in the afternoon, arise in the evening, arise at dawn. Because the corruption is too much. Macron ba Ghana, your president in Yakukudro Jiran and Nimkachran say, Africa, ya so ya hune ya brabo. And ya dear Biblium, you bet me at Nasio. Yet me when ni pen sa say bidi yo say na yesika and na yesi and na for your grant che and na for your kache and then you say president ke kan san sam ni nyina that day no ho me chef France president ni Macron me pe France pa me Philippe France for basa that what you say Macron na nim nyina agimi abante ohun de onye ne ho and then your president Echo shame the so-called African conference, so-called African summit. Ewo France. The same person na do jina na nim ka kira ne say Africa ye betumi aboye bra no. Na do say oyere. On fe kan je. No one bebo Africa. Allahu Akbar bismillahir rahmanir rahim. Banks na egu na emwaye no. Yes 16.1 billion Ghana cedis no. Wakwa je say some millions of euros. Say 170 million. Ah. Nana.
Smart.
Look, let me be sincere with you. Where we anima say? Papa, where we anima say bruta. I know said the political pundits will just rise on social media, rise on TV, and rise on radio and all host of other platforms, beginning to defend this thing. This is a disgrace. How? If we can raise 16.1 billion, and you said before this young man that you ain't gonna take any dime from him, palpable 170 million euros. Men kwate ya so de besete ya pa another bank. Ebe nana. Na menji adro ni. But let me say this on record. Obi ayi nana adro. Your Excellency, ya to adro. Asofo na di wachi na wo bom paye ma no ka kire on say won kan kire nyame so obi ato adro. Men na menji adro di. But the ekosu pa de Your Excellency, the President of the Republic of Ghana Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo, I keep telling you, I voted for you. Look, Your Excellency, Obia you withdraw. Because the Nanado, I know that you know, I know you. A4 sheet, who keke. Pabrani neni ambere anko jail. Yet the most market to yaka. You know so. This he, misapplication, and ya misappropriation. He misapplied. The case Obia misapply sika. Chese fa sika de be ya Mensah ni fen. And I won't say me send friend bet me atwen kakra na wo di two mirika ba Mensah bonkum I am misapplication. Because of that a DC nearly went to jail even though sika were ndi kapre eba say Your Excellency eba say and then you kasa corruption at theater say yes yenjai kan ne yenjai kachna abba everybody say you see you push the youth to arise and I keep telling you we would one day definitely arise. We are not arising to destroy, we are arising to build our country. We are not arising to kill, but we would arise to save. We are not arising to throw away the integrity and the beautiful destiny of this country, but we are rising to protect and defend our country. The old men and women, you can't do anything anymore. Motama cham, there can't somebody did not bedroom namada. They are one saying, Amen. Akwada kitwe ya obejina wenima. Uto to be money ni. Mijina radio so bowa baso sa Nigeria media. Almost the whole Africa, everybody was congratulating you. This morning I was listening to some radio stations and TV stations in Nigeria. They were mocking you about saying Nigeria president make catch now on also koya. To make sure that Nigeria we are suffering. We need a lot of money to prevent Boko Haram. They are disturbing us. They're not impact. Nonsense! Uka sakura ma unkwada hospital na se obewu awu. Nigeria, a country, Africa, every year, every day, every day, Nigeria pump 673,000 your friend say barrels of crude oil.
Africa is rich and not poor.
Nigeria is supposed to raise 1.1 billion
Africa is
US
rich
dollars
and
a
not
day.
poor.
1.1 billion a day. Like this, one day. Go to Nigeria and see. People are sleeping on the streets. The youth are garnishing and massaging their talents and their future. And you sit on the surface of this continent and nobody wants us to talk. We'll not stop talking. We are fearless this time. Go to Congo and check what's happening over there. Cobalt. That is supposed to provide Congo $2 billion every month. Now Congo is telling the whole Africa that they can't take care of cobalt. They sold it to a USA company. Yay. Then the company gets to their country. Now one can say bank say country ni muni na aboano. Now we're raising sika our country. No, the tree are buying the car up front. Within 3 months, no, we're raising $7.2 billion. We know what's happening China. What a shame, Africa. What a shame, Africa. Zambia man penny to ho. Zambia man penny and then otihobi. Wa yen duku kakraka. Aso bia watu amenema sorry. Duku kakraka te Macron akwada fiai enim wa bra Zambia. Zambia natural resources are more United Nations. Because of the resources I'm wanting, yamba refugee camp emba Zambia because Zambia alone can take care of Africa. $3 billion a month.
He is smart. He is unique. He
and then Zambia.
Captain Smart.
Togo kura ye chemo. Now look at Togo, look at Benin, look at Mali, look at Ivory Coast. You know what is happening now? These so-called francophone African countries. But I have told you, and I am repeating, the next 10 years ahead of us, Africa cannot contain the African. The next 10 years ahead of us, Africa cannot contain the African. They don't understand how me. Togo, Benin, Ivory Coast, Mumbo French speaking African countries, no mami. Mumbo musikano. Mo taxes na mo jiji wo country nim. The last time I checked, now a small country like Ivory Coast, what me put it together over 17.9 billion euros. What do you call France?
Rich and not poor.
Togo ajine there, Benin aji, Mali aji, all the French-speaking countries in Africa. Mo jiji mo taxes ni we are. France na mo kosie musika. Mo se masan emra sa mo mfa musika taxes na majiji wo mo mamu ho no mo mfa saa sika ne megu ho na wo de usika na kogu ho wi a wo mo kwase wo mo kwaje sika ne bia na ya twe paper to manim ti bon koso African penifo mu tinya adwuma se wa wo sika na wo jiji ye no age wo jiri se loan ya sa the interest e de si ho de ama we se nya jimi na nya baye na nya abro na nya tiwia na ye den a and you are asking the African youth not to talk. We will not stop talking. One was say Togo has started Kransuo fi France. One was say Togo Kransuo. Are you aware? Now Togo Kransuo. Togo Kransuo. What about the southern parts of Ivory Coast? They are now telling us that ensuo asese wonya num no wonya nsuo ne num biom Adentra aban ni sika. Obetimi de awura water production ewo Ivory Coast. So now they are importing water from Ivory Coast. But come to think of this stupidity. Sika ni hwa wo de be ye nsuo na wunya sika wo he na odi importing nsuo. Ebe. Ah? Sika ni hwa. Ye de be wura water production. Ba wutimi nya sika. E de kra nsuo. E de baye. Common sense will tell you won't you wumba school fees are first candy with your birthday. This is nothing but common sense. Africa. 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 How many times did I call your name? You are gradually asking your young, able men and women to rise against you. My dear President, before the run-up to the 2016 elections was on UTV, he said something. That in the Arab land, a very young man who could not find a means of living his life set himself ablaze. That brought about the Arab Spring. And the entire northern part of Africa was in turmoil. Nana, do you want that to happen before you can really know that Africa, the youth in this country, we are tired of the Bangladeshian style of you politicians in this country? The typical old dilapidated monarchical colloquial thinking. That's not what we need anymore. We need pragmatic and practical ways of solving the problems. Say nemre timi here Ghana to an extent say na 170 million euros say yenibi. Say now mind to say Ghana. Ye 2 gold, 2 diamond, 2 bauxite. Yes, say a bauxite. Akwaji palpable 2 billion. Wabra J.A. 4 times. Nanadu, you were the foreign affairs minister. You were part of the team that went to Switzerland and signed that document that the effect say bauxite and what ye Ghana hano the calculation it's more than 38.7 billion US dollars. How come today? It's been given to China for $2 billion. You were part of that delegation. You know, I know. You know that I know. I remember that day, that beautiful suit you were wearing, that blue-black, double-breasted suit with your blue shirt. When you wore that red tie, I asked you a very simple question. Why? I said, when you are serious, you put on a red tie. Now, what happened to that red tie? That seriousness. That today, my dear country, Ghana, country ya ye wonua rosewood nkwa baako $18,000 one rosewood ya tena ho ma braya bia bane na krom ha se ye frɛ no asha hwan we be bu rosewood ni nyina ye se ye be ye den ye no me se rosewood no ye nden ye se rosewood no ye take committee ye tro me krata tententen se ye be invite me se china na be invite you se de chi na ye be invite you they know say I have the information committee na ntimi anya adwuma say rosewood and a China started the furniture at the call Europe esan so de ko at the call afa ye extension officers ye de Ghana secretary ni wo mo aso mo na free de ko China men kasa bi I have a wild guest. He's more than a wounded lion like me. A great youth activist. Also a political victim. I didn't do the same thing that me. I am enjoying my political suspension.
He is smart.
Yeah, and I try to me say DPO said me say I am enjoying my political suspension. So what I say? I am just enjoying it. But we will never shut up. We'll keep talking. My friend, my brother, my nana, my Ofase as well. His name is Okatakyie, Afrifa, Mensah. Jadem. Akwaba.
Yeah.
Na bibi ebo ko there.
And then the father also.
nya doma me ho ye do
me wo ze jadde mu
oh
jadde
ohene
ba unse ka me ya elite ana anope me ka kire o se ede ya wo bedum light wa
o kan yo
in fact me friend kan say ede ya wo bedum light ampani ampa ya start ya na foi we generator this so ba me ka kire obi a wo hwe samre say no amount of water can quench the fire.
I tell you.
Anna, Victor Hugo, a France poet once said that there is no army in the world strong enough to stop an idea whose time has come. No matter the tactics, no matter the army, the strength of the army, you cannot stop an idea when it is birth already. Eti ene yabaya yabeka adwene. Na we na maybe me hunu se signboard bi abu. Eti na cause traffic akra.
Signboard abu.
Me ko hwe ya throw signboard no so Ghana beyond 8 nams ya ja ebebu are se ebebu. Ebebu are se ebebu. Because wa bre signboard na si wa what is an another conference no si chirema me say. Obi mu ngomba bi. Yes Ghana beyond 8. So they me no ka say your president and me no me no campaign man no. We gina France de okana Macron anim 170 euros. I mean this is sickness. Yeah, yanka said it here. And one with the two platform is a real men. Say platform no go for so kojo badge my badge me chiao. Kwame Sefa mo ministers ne go for so. Now one with the two so say me no banana ba ko comment say national security be on alert. And then you arrest this one. Me catch Ghana for say national security to me arrest obia. Ye be kan adwene obia be gene de pepepe ye be chiche am obia nyane de members of parliament be nyomo de presidency be nyomo de ahemfo be nyomo de but national security to me nchi obia. E was o mine say bia nyina ye pe medical academia me pese me read the preamble of the constitution e kire ye. O say we the people of Ghana in exercise of our natural and inalienable right give to ourselves a framework of government. Into Wangasa the people of Togo, Wangasa the people of Nigeria, also the people of Ghana. And Oba Wangasa say be Igwe Fonko and Asante Fonko. Wangasa Achim Fonko and Asebi and another name go Fonko. We, all of us. It to mind will be our shares the same.
Exactly.
It in Yabeki Agune. And Yabeki Agune. Papa, Bachon Afrem.
Tell me bear fine here.
And then the announcement.
I'm trying just to cool down small, but being cool down. Because Abrante will no cool down. That may be cool down. Baby, I'm a quack way, you may be on Biano and Nabeko. Well, I want to ask you, no particular Ghana. Sir, Mensah come back.
Before, sir, now what can be about leadership in Africa and its problems? You see, Africa does not have leadership.
Oh, there be no.
You need leadership.
There be.
We have bunch of people who believe that it is their birthright to be in control and take over from the white man as the new colonizers. We don't have leadership. And I'll give you an example. You see, there is one article, one Peter Eke, or see colonialism and the two publics of Africa. We will go into that. But before that, Opa Afwenika Kai Africa Mwa, Oko Nairobi, Kenya. President or who believes in the papa ne mrebi waje eye fa ahudie ma country eye the birthright right oba eye lume Togo akwa ho no susu ne papa na je eye fa everywhere including Ghana certain people. Now let me read a portion of eye the Peter Eke colonialism and the two publics in Africa. Also one, most educated Africans are citizens of two publics in the same society. On the other hand, they belong to the civic public. You can't civic public, we are talking about politics and its accoutrement. Or say civic public, which they gain materially and which they only grudgingly give. It's omo politics materially they benefit from there, but they are so immoral. And for that matter, they don't give anything to the people back. Now, on the other hand, they belong to the primordial public from which they derive very little or no material benefit, but to which they are expected to give generously and to give materially. Etu omoko achem, omoko asante, omampenida da kufuana or powerful in politics and powerful in chieftaincy. Ofa na na do dan kwa kufuadwa or powerful in politics and powerful in chieftaincy. Ewa achem. Ofa Gabiasare or Chiredakwa, or powerful in politics, powerful in chieftaincy. Now, Africa is the only continent in the world that you were two publics. Before the invasion of the white man from 1472, now you were a system of governance.
That's right.
And a white man best slapping on top of ours, making ours come beneath. So there was governor general, there was governor, to the chieftaincy, which was the last form of rulership. Meanwhile, chieftaincy the representation of the people. Now let me quote what he said. When it comes to ideologies, over here they intentionally do that. They want to distort history so the people will know that their fathers and their great-grandfathers were the people who actually gave us independence, and for that matter, it is their birthright to rule. So Peter Eke said, ideological distortions and abuse of truth usually indicate a degree of insecurity on the part of group that promotes such ideologies. Now, of course, I will say, now we have a colonial ideology of legitimation, whereas we have another legitimation, which is anti-colonial ideology, the African bourgeois ideology of legitimation. Legitimation, abrofuni susu say omo Africa yomodia, and they are so parasitic. Say whether they are here in presence, in person, or they are not, they will never leave us. And unfortunately, Africa is suffering from a disease called autoimmune disease. A doctor for anybody say you can't autoimmune disease. On say ni panu hunem diana kwado, okay? You will be a friend of a blood cells. I say a fight against yaria ebem. There is a type of disease when the red blood cells and the white blood cells, they tend to fight the organs of the body. The American Africa is suffering from autoimmune disease. And Kaoko or Membia continent Biana, the educated elite in the country and on the continent, you know, and common serving as the white blood cells, the red blood cells, fighting against diseases coming from outside. But in our case, one more educated elite in fighting in the interest of the people have turned around to attack the organs of the people. They have turned around to attack the organs of the people, and I refer to these people as the white black cells. They are white black cells because they look black in skin, but very white in thinking. So instead of protecting us, they tend to fight against the organs of this continent. Already I say one. Mami ready a African bourgeoisie's legitimation ideology. And Crophobi believe us or more papa no more nana no more ye great or more family ye different from ye free bomfachi say any as Santiago na bayano. Say we must worship them. Now I say African high standards. African bourgeois. African bourgeois now omo muko school e wa London omo mko number 10 Downing Street omo muko US no omo car de keka ho omo cambrofo be TV so keka wa mo nansi so shishan socks na ya wo so na they believe that they own the continent after the white man was gone. And that is where the problem is. Now I say the African bourgeois, Western educated Africans try to show that they are as good as their former colonizers. The system nana kwesi broni dibu mine okoye there is no overhaul. The same system you use. There is no total overhaul of the system. The same police force no a good barracks. E wa bre the modern day practices in UK, in US, in Germany. And it's a police lives with the people. Yonkura system was time and McLean set up the police system in 1844 no. And the same thing we do. Was it the African bourgeois, Western educated Africans try to show that they are as good as their former colonizers. They try to prove that they are equals but never betters of their former rulers. African bourgeois is very uncomfortable with the idea of being different from their former colonizers, and in matters regarding education, administration, and technology. One suspects that he is unconsciously afraid that he may not be qualified to be an effective replacer of the former colonizers. What it simply means is that no one that's no one that's hospital no one that's pay the best of education because they believe that they are more or less white but only black in skin. Now I say independence strategies. The fight for independence was a struggle for power between the two bourgeois classes involved in the colonization of Africa. It was not about issue of difference of ideas. It was money or more masters, and there is no difference in ideas. On the 6th of March 1957, when Kwame Nkrumah was declaring independence, and we've not been able to popularize that phrase. Or say, we need to change our attitudes, our minds. He knew why he said that. Because on him see enjoy freedom it comes at a price. We cannot continue to have the mentality of a white man and think we can do what is right in this continent. So amukwa Macron and yeah, because they want to go to Macron or father. It is simply because they feel they are part of Macron and his family.
Stupidity.
Yes. So Owiyen was say promise of independence, but Meka want to also artist, it was not about issue of difference in ideas regarding moral principles, but rather the issue of which bourgeois class should rule Africans. African bourgeois had no basis of legitimacy, independency of capitalism. As we stand now, there is no leadership in Africa.
There's no leadership.
There is no leadership. And yes, sir, 54 bunch of old men will rise up and say, small boy Macron afraid. Say yamra. Now you finding ways and means of what? Finance and solving the problems
of Africa.
I mean how? I don't get it. Father, I don't get it. You see, we sit on a continent. It has everything in this world.
Oh, everything.
Everything in this world. How can you have 54 votes at a United General Assembly? Okay? 54 votes, United General Assembly. Continent ayache mumwa 54 bunch of old men's club. Etikamu ko do UN Assembly. Dia mo beka bia no vote 54. More power. How can you have a 17% of the world's population and largely about 60% of this population is the working force, the youth? How can you have a half of the world's gold supply and still Macron is for Sebra. Now what we say African penny for aka say na yesu ye summit ye frɛ a Russian president say wamra ne ne summit da. Dabi. When we say African penny for atna say aka say ye frɛ a America dey say Joe Biden say brania no nya summit da. I don't get it. Mentiasie.
Who kwaya Africa summit of France?
Africa summit ne ko mu chusu ba bi on be no ko in France. Meanwhile, you sit on a 90% of the world's platinum supply. 90%. You sit on 9.6% of the global oil output. You sit on a 2/3 of the world's manganese. You sit on 35% of the world's uranium. You sit on 33% of the diamond supply of Africa. You sit a 75% of the world coltan, and 54 votes are United Assembly. If you still sit down and you cannot find a way to solve your own problems, then you people are sick.
Africa is rich and not poor.
They are sick. So we don't have leadership.
There's no leadership.
There is no leadership. A bunch of old men who think say omo papa no G freedom no ma occupy positions. Instead say omo be solving the problems of Africa with homemade tailored solutions. It is not like that. And then IMF will say, and the World Bank say, IMF unka ya wudi oni agene.
There be yadrin no IMF for.
Ekomo de wo man for. Ekomo de wo man for. What's the IMF say employ omo ntimi employ omo. Enti na ya kasa omo say we only talk, we don't profess solutions. And ya babu profess solutions.
Na solutions ben na one person
No, and ya babu profess solutions.
You see, I have said it and I want to repeat. We a leader, somebody like Honorable Yao or Safo. You've been a finance minister before.
Right.
You've been an education and sports minister before.
Right.
What time on your board we didn't say, I say, the whole Africa, no, even the world, the crowd per se, say, we are #1 finance minister that time. That time, no. And then we are senior economic advisor to the president. Still a Juma Niho. Ube catch the Ghana for you and say public sector no I choke.
Right.
There's no way to open it up. But yeah kasana yentimi for solution bano. Where we are senior advisor to the president no. Solution ben awodiaba. public sector dey more choked no. Wo baba ya no cost rent.
Unya baby de share.
Yeah, unya baby de share. Look, senior. Share Africa ankasa yet we here. I was having a chat with a friend Nigerian journalist.
Right.
When him said 1980s abro for the year wadwen say one better tackle Nigeria any Ghana no.
Right.
Na yem penny for tonyum one sa e dey mad tutu kwan e to talk am guess and then mad that rough. It is share African leaders are no more from 1980 na edibesi be 2004 ba no obi awo ne yirachi
if say go for gene no mo there
obi ni oba foforo wo ne yirachi check the records owo bebre time na broni ne te odwen no na ye nkrofo no so dwen awo ho edie kwaladie sa eno kwa ni ade na wodwen ho abrofo trans di na ohun say no, we need to tackle Nigeria. And then we tackle Nigeria with. We catch Nigeria say, devalue your currency.
Right.
Eti Nigeria for na yasman kwada to tofewa. No maba from Harvard, from Oxford. Devalue your currency. Devalue your currency. Devalue your currency. And we try ho na Nigeria devalue wo currency ni sa. Eti do 1984. Na Nigeria companies akesia na wo wa na wo tibi and manufacture nyama within Nigeria. Na Nigeria for tono. Katachi na factories ni nagu. Then Nigeria started importing from Europe and America. When we are not better tackle Ghana, say Ghana, the only thing we can do is to change the taste of Ghana. When I read that document, me said taste. I said people are thinking. Say Ghana, the idea says here say yama womunjai some bedua diane. E wo krom. Ne yama mbetwa diane free baby.
Right.
So they took our mankani. They took our account. Womo fa ye kwegwemi. Womo fa ye mpampa. Efa ye koko. Womo ye ombre bibi e friend Syria. Ghana fa kwatra America na omba no maso Syria aba.
And
Syria.
I'm going to say we will do homegrown policies to solve our own problem. And we are crazy people.
Till today, because there's no leadership on the surface of this planet, you know, say this continent, say yes school feeding program kra wo Ghana ha. Ji kra mo. Meanwhile, courage kwashiga. Time on Mampeni that Rollins. Sister ye sika $21 million. Ma buy a friend Miss Cotton. Or this sika ko ye kwato golden bed da so. E wo Chicago na ototo na bambara so engine ani sa. Jay Kufo buy at that time no. Courage kwashiga started a Vahima Rice project, making sure say ni ye betumi adua mo, ni enya mo edi. Say we share the west of Africa. Ghana na ye wo asase a ebetumi adua mo na adua ne yie pa. But yet ha na yede almost $870 billion ekra emo every year.
In fact, in 2018, we imported food to the tune of $2.4 billion US dollars. Now, you have 1.2 billion population on African continent. China and your population will digger amongst themselves. It is a 54 heads, 54 bunch of old men.
Yes.
Why can't you now do things among yourselves? What is it as the African country be a free in your African country? What be that? And so yet has say you were about 66% of the world arable lands. Tienye. Ya ka baby ye dua duane amane ye ya. Ewiase aye kwa ye ba nyina ade aye import more na ye say sika wo home more aye duane. Now we were 66% of the world arable lands. Now what na ho ma aye country aye Ghana ketua yi importing food to the tune of $2.4 billion US dollars. $2.4 billion US dollars. Wouldn't be betimi aye o my way. And so you are getting and you have professor solutions a master bisa bimpanifo no enya kasa keke me metena se da bia na meda sori a bitimi hwe wiem sa sabi me yere kurato da na ne boafu bitimi hwe wiem sa adwene ba na twerato and these are adwene a sabi you don't need to go to Harvard adwene you don't need to go to your friend say Oxford. Agina, you don't need to go to anywhere before you get it.
No, he say we took school and when say say yempeni for man school abroad.
Wa mo nyina kwa abroad, but unfortunately, once what na flight mu na wo ba, unya tena mu awubeduru ana de one man announcement na ka kire say so ye demase. They mom leave every rubbish behind. Enti dom ko hua ni nyina dom hunu ni nyina no.
Rubbish they leave it in the flight.
What kind of people are we? Omaya yetimu a ye develop omaya ase ye ni biara na ochena nchirima ba ababe ye ni ye gata ye ne basa ye kwan a ye ne basa
Who gata ye onam so ba yi
bibia ye bia basa
me say na me reho ba ko pa
meanwhile captain yes ye developing country we want to be like the developed world etike wi ase opese o yesu obi a na namo a wo tutuo na ye de udi akire etike ye hwe ye de ye bon kura no how do they do their things omo ye kwan a omo ye ne sei omo de iron rods gu ase e omo ye ne ye omo ma ne che ye de ye beto aba na dome kwabenya ha ne ye de sapete me ba betena nkran eye 10 years ni me hu se dome kwabenya road leading to Pokuase ye kura ne ye more than 7 times in 10 years ye more than seven brothers say ye more than kwasi bro ni ye bia no aye ne say timi di 50 years Kwame Nkrumah na so wonye the best president but he is the organic leader of this country no woba ye wotimi ye tamamoto we di 50 years esa ye anama kofa eye beauty me ne chippings e de tete eye kwan ye de concrete na ye mu what kind of leadership is this what kind of leadership and you see when we talk and we say it omoma ne koye say it is a fight against them and us we are never fighting against any of you we are not in competition with any of you. We are only pleading that you should change your leadership style. Sa leadership style na free kojoho mo de maye no as a mo ye favor by serving the people. We are saying that the Ghanaian is getting angry. So change it. And you get angry because the old system na kwasi broni jama no a favor wontini ye kan na obuafu. But nobody is talking about say yes MPP regime change by. Yes MPP ni anisi ba nye the same thing. Nemom leadership style na mo de maye no a se mo be beto aba na mo de sapete kwan aba begu ne yempa bio there must be a cogent measure a national policy a wo bia ba obe follow enye se MPP aba wa ye contract kokko enye NDC aba wa ye contract kokko we ba we nto aso because ye did 10% na won na wi that is not the kind of leadership we are asking for yenka asese bi se bo obi nkoto abentia obi ye tutia wa fine nemom wo ba wo leadership style na sesa no that is all the fight is about. The fight is not about say and you say MPP free so na NDC ba na NDC free so. Yes, see will leadership start and you see there is danger brewing, Captain. The youth are getting angry, and Gabriel Chedako as usual of him, person or shifted the conversation to say because of the hardship of aftermath of COVID-19, 18 and Krofo Buofu. Ana me catch them Krofo say nipa no wo mobuafu no enya COVID-19 hardship dabi enya fuel na matum no dabi nemom omobuafu as a result of say wo mo twa wo mani a ye ne China na hyase and so China ko 20 years ago near the Dubai ma wana nka wo mpe enso na Dubai ko and so that's market time e ho so COVID ni bi ko ho it is sabi leadership no amodi amaya from 92. Yes, and no pride here from 1992. This is the longest serving democracy, but it is not sustainable. And something is brewing. If the leaders can see that the youth are getting angry, I am sure that they will sit up. And you have professor solution to our roads. You have professor solution to our Greek. You have professor solution. And you see, these are homegrown policies to solve our problems. We don't need IMF. You don't need World Bank. These international bodies were intentionally created to control Africa.
But you come to think of it. Say IMF bets my baby papa bi amba Africa. I don't think America and Bobby send free IMF, no Bobby send free China.
Good.
You see, sometimes I look at the penny for no me show on dina me raho and now the few minutes be a minyaye. Na me share the so-called African summit now mo France no. Senior me raho ama na me ye me ho hwe enye yi. Na me committee no ti me fa achimot overhead so. Wo saa drainage na je ekufo ye no. Alajo ho no. Ebuagum asai to an extent say me bisa me ho senti ye ni nyansani bia wo kroyim. Ebuagum be 5 years ago.
Ye timi tena wa.
Ye ni nyansani bia.
Ade na sani ate woni.
Ye nyansani bia.
Owo come so ye tu.
Atachia be ye Minister of Works and Housing. Eka kire me say wo kodwiri nima ana na ado fie esi ho. Kodwiri nima
na ya ne Villaggio.
Ne ya ne Villaggio. Ye kosi America for dan atenten. That's nonsense.
But it is doable.
But owie ye no wonim de esi ye. You're born to Jack a train to science. Oh, there be just an me patch because now you're not no fafa. I don't know they kake.
Need anything.
Now,
Here.
this 54 bunch of old men who are actually begging to think. Brains now your leaders no was say no. I'm sorry with all apologies. 50% a woo.
But you see, unfortunate.
And you see, look, I was looking at Buhari talking.
How can Buhari be the leader for the most strongest African nation in the world?
I was looking at Buhari. Yeah, look,
at his age, he's leading us to where? Grave or where?
When Buhari was talking about nationalization in Nigeria and Ghana, said you, that's my God. I want to say, industrialization in Ghana and Nigeria need a lot of boost. We have tried everything and we need more money to do. Ordinary Then it got to Africa's Aquacraba on Suchi. Oh, Massa.
The Obaya or Manco for who here for nothing.
Buhari and the voice in Manukra can answer them. And you see, they have forgotten, sir. A mebunu ebufu. A mebunu ebufu. Woman be your friend Rubina, Mensah, or Pennsylvania University, or one of their old lecturers. She's now 98 years. Or show baby kitty to Twitter. And as it stands, over 700,000 comments. And a war assembly say. Or say one thing she has ever regretted doing under the sun is allowing one of her great sons to visit Africa.
Send it India.
Okay. Or say when the son visited Africa, he was better off. When he returned, his brain had been corrupted. Because he did not mingle with the right thinking youth. He mingled with the African politician. The son did not mingle with the right thinking youth.
He mingled with the African politician.
Mingled with the African politician. What the woman was trying to say is that the African politician have refused to think.
Captain, you see, medical can say more be a man in your say a yentokwa between yang and yemiano. It is a fight between us and a system. So system and benefit of the ayasi yen changing in any case. How can we continue to do the same thing over and expect different results? So there must be a total overhaul of the system.
Garbage in,
the way I'm na yet meet na wo maimu ema a Ministry of Sanitation. Ed wo mine sika eko tot a dustbins ba na wa twere ho donated by mini. How can you donate to the people with their own taxes and money? But the governance in the people has made it look like us or a favor by serving us. You are not doing the people any favor. You are serving the people because the people have given you your most sovereign will, and they have added taxes on top of it.
Ministry of Sanitation.
To think. How can you write it donated by Ministry of Sanitation? Donating to
the people of Ghana.
I mean, how? It doesn't happen anywhere. And the solutions by Yabeko Agric. And you see, the problem of Africa. Africa is the continent that has all the leaders. Our Muslim visited other countries here. 1.2 billion population, of which about 420 million of them are young and ready to work. And so you create a politician bottom. Uko bomfachi as ya what the popular. Etimomu too. No moves away yajuma. You're creating human social politicians bottom. Etu kwa burochire ni politician na wo pedwuma ya so ho. Enkolani we school year in year out for the past 10 years. Ye de more than 100,000 youth graduates wo mu free esuapo mu.
There be 275,000 a year.
And year in year out. Ye kasa national service omo kotrena office ni asomo mo koto buro ni nkatia saa for 1 year. Meanwhile, developing the brain of your people and conscientizing them to think like Africans and find solutions to our problem. Your security service now,
Debio.
Can they train these people?
Debio.
the customs, the immigration, the police. Can't they train these people?
When NDC is
and when you train these people, Captain, what happens is that now say open recruitment into our agencies. You don't need any politician to bring you anything. We are school they can't train you omo. At the time I train you omo already no. Now you picking out omo be good. Omo good be after 6 months or 1 year no kuraro. You try omo how to gather intelligence and be able to feed the National Intelligence Unit. Etidabia obi ya de obabia. Enam se nipa nanya intelligence training kakra no. Obetimi dictate say akwa ya waba betena empotemu hai watena ha mehu se opeso odi bone ne wa feed the national grade of intelligence unit ye de dabi ye de gisi ya tenase ya ne be for police fo a ya frese ha politician minister wo bra baji sika wo for two bra wo for because ye pese o ye what kind of people are we? What kind of system is this? What kind of system is this? In any case, yes, you're a developing nation. And a developing nation, Captain here, West Ufia, Etiajuma Wahani less. As compared to about 3, 4, 5 years, and now we shall see a Wusiano.
Exactly.
Numbers in for her, plumbers for her, carpenters for her, Obiawa her. It is Obi Sinifia, a Juma or home more chance was if in a week. Etikiaka developed world, any developing nation. Baby, I sent Kajuma or home more. Am I using a development? Unfortunately, the same system of education akwasi broni jama na enkyere ye apart from ye tebrofono. That is what we are continuing. In any case, some person who educate you man for now, you should be focusing on employable skills. And then yetimi da ho makwabra ni timi convert all the polytechnics a kyere eyensa no dwuma no into university. What kind of absurdity? Highest level of absurdity. Employable skills, carpentry, masonry. That is what we use to build a nation.
A developing nation.
A developing nation. And so yes, Kofi Niyama is going to school. Why is going to school?
Jesus,
What kind of system is this? Yes, Max Weber say. You call game pay there be a lecturers and say one quoted the Max Weber can ye and quoted the Woodrow Wilson can ye. Max Weber who 1871 make ya okay me be can is an day. And so one quote here ye be catch us wabon. What kind of sick nation is this? One man for ni here carpentry, they here masonry, ye here a developing nation for adwuma. Said ye be ye betimi develop your mind a plan ye. But the leaders of this country is very far from the people, so they cannot profess homegrown policies to solve our problems.
Exactly.
Me who ye kasabi se bi develop your mind. Baby our central business point wo. E wona ka de civil societies ekogu. Civil servant ne ekogu. Etiki ehwe Accra, business point of this nation ye central Accra meboa.
That's right.
And sase e ben ho ye rich cantonment. Ene de eke ka ho meboa. Etinka one in ye see high rise buildings. Emma civil servant ne tenetrem na omo sori anopo omo ho ye ha etimi akwadwuma. Enso nsase e ho nyina amato ama mo ne mabusuafo etitimu ho. Na mu si da ama civil servant na mu de ko seglemi. Eti civil servant ne be sori afi seglemi a oba no onika obetena totro mu aba bedru 2 to 3 hours.
Na boy 11.
Obedru na boy 11 wa bre. Wo bie ne wache mu obedi wache na wo wie ya wa ya adwuma 2 hours. Na wa sori abesena kofie because one contem obeto traffic. What kind of nation is this? Certain people have captured the nation and they don't want anybody to talk because the system benefits them. Okoka wa mu say na obianka so person ye president obianka so person lead your mind bebia. We are telling you to change the system of governance. Now COVID-19 aba. We are there the come beba. E come na de beba no. You don't need to import food. You don't need IMF. You don't need France to tell you what to do. 66% of the world arable land. Sebi banche ni body ni dua yesai. Ada ni yenwere. Why can't we think? A Greek problem says how person solve ya akanana do o hia so okọ France baby a. Asase yantam ne wo bomfa chiase. Asase yantam ne wo Santiago na. Yen chance ye no for state farms na Kwame Nkrumah de bai. Yen go back to state farms. Yet me tna madasani ka kire ye se wo ba besi kaya ye hostel e wo circle. Wo besi kaya ye hostel de are. Muko UK ko US kaya ye wo ho. Muko US ko US no. You want to legitimize illegality because you want votes. Meanwhile, the anti-amrantie maba we free to mu every Laura, every Ermo. Eba yene is as a result of say Jumani ho. Enyan kran na yo mo fe. Enyan pom frama no mo be peti. It's so be creating nyuma. Yesi ye one district one factory. Ye mfani nyina ansa me pinso nkran. Ye de ko bom fa kye ase. Ye de ko tumu jakeche. Ye de ko Laura, ye de ko Ermo. Ye de ko sandema. Said you to moving free once I maybe you. And so yeah, because of populism approach it. Yes, so there will be a company one cranny a coach. Yes, one district, one factory. One, if you want to solve the problem, we need to go back into state farms. We need to invest in animal rearing. But why you in Prekoni, why you in Ponchina, we in Quano, so beton your watching. Me wa for Krabakota. Captain. Send me my yen Prekwe. Anka, what is my business wanting to worry my head with selling of them preku? And so nation need plan biya ma obia ya di ope. And one see a biya ya port wano and then for air cranioma a ye preku force. First me no ka say e mati me kwa as far as wadru e kopem preku aba beton. And then ye biya ya port wano ma politician bi e make sure say ono dey say bin preku force every China ba. Eti mani nkobio ombekwa akoto eye de ehye fridge because eno kwa ye cheaper than the live one. Eti kamene wa yansha CNC abattoir is not about slogans, one district, one factory, one this, one that. We are talking about real policies. Ubesi abattoirs in all the regions. Said ye be ya wo bi eye afuo wie na oye mpreko ni ponchi wie a on ha ne ho se oba koton antika state no ye be ko ne farm ho ne akwa akoto ne aba be solota ne afrizi bi ne afrizi bi ya ton bi live o pepreko ato ni kwa so to kokodo me market o ko abato ho abenya live one. That is how we build a nation. Ya de bu achi bi ni ye betena sia ma de waye mpreko no waye frustrated no wajai ene me no ka se me lease me mpreko farm no for 10 years because I cannot even get anything out of it. Ye we are making sure say yenzo ni o mine no e ba ne farming na we shouldn't do banche body pay second aso farming. We need to zone the country. Ene ya nyansafo akwa che nkrofo. Enyansafo se nkrofo ye galamsey. The only solution that comes to their head, buga solution, unnecessary solution, and it's in charge to excavate them. Excavator na wajene. Excavator on one and antuko fumo. Excavator on one ko si issue ni museno. That's a need ne no with excavator no. It is how person punish you obia. And yes, excavator na woje ye. E yesen ka adwene ba utrim say. Ye fa me the river banks nim. Okwa America George Washington Bridge the nsuo kakraka so nye nsuo na ne twa ne kwan wo. Nipa de seni na dwene ye. Ana wo say ye mie nsuo nim kakra. Etinki ye de nsuo no ye de kosi wa. Ne ye de excavators na nkrofo ndi ase no ye de tim. Say de be ya next time nsuo no betimi aye bebre wom. Na ye we are the banks of the river no. Ye zone dia ye farming, proper farming.
And then you share excavator.
Yes, she excavator because we be out going to say, yes, she excavator, and that is the solution. Now, yet to my mama said, you yet me that sorry, yes, Empire 37. It is soldier for Timiko Jina, you shoot Empire. What kind of sick nation? What kind of leadership at every level is this? What kind of people are this?
You shoot Empire.
What thing showing him 50 feet wide, 50 feet down? Ensure better more. Ye yasi abaye populism approach say one village one dam. One village which dam. Ensure no hold that timuma nkrofo no na ye lay proper irrigation system to the farms. One village which dam. After ye we are ye zone we are yama zero tax system to certain areas. Oko tumuja keche ohia wo ho. Oko ermo ohia wo ho. But we must be able to say ye be man nkrofo akọ biya adwuma ama nkrofo aye. Ene ye ka say almost say bu person certain company you go school bom fachi ase. Yes, one of the factors I will consider a nearness to a raw material. No. Ni aka chiro say eye ruo sensu ruo si ye ya na na do fie nanim ho ye nya nka so quota akura mani ba ye in 1 year ya kaso be 3. Enso kwan ya kwa krabua quota wo mu hu chepens da. Kroni di quota nso ye hu chepens da.
Hu quota da.
Wo hu quota da. Enso ni di quota. And once na banche about 30% of banche a free a eastern region a bank range free ba. Opa kwotro bas na bu so mo krabua quota banche wo ha ye de wotro ba e won kran about 30% every krabua quota obekọ na mai anti modern wo maka wo motu banche egu kwa ho na wo munya ka ma ne nkofa me na me yusu tundu ade kwafuom Unim, edu baby a me drew or two and say na yesa me pack for moto. Tundra wo ntimi nkọ. Enti one dey na car ba ko fa niam na ba. Banchi ni timi gu wa na pro. What kind of sick nation is this? Enti ewia government have to create room for more PPP, proper PPP. Anya de yedi chesika di no. Public private partnership. Yama incentives. Obi opeso obi adwuma otumu jakache no. Yama ni zero tax no nko bi adwuma no employ nkrofo ho. As compared to obi or 10 crime, obi adwuma no won crime tax system should be higher than that of tumu jakache. And no bema kwan ma nkrofo ko tumu jakache. Ako bi adwuma ma mrante ne mamba wa no. Omo maha. So rural urban migration can be solved with this. The India kaya yo for any free aya tumuja keche eba no. It is because say oni adwuma wo ho. O adwuma wo ho ba bedan kran. It is state farms na ye be create no. Ye be make sure say sa mrante ne maba wa we. Yam promise o say every month be be ma even 1,000 Ghana. Name out of 1,000 Ghana no. You bet 200 for a senate. You bet to say for this. It will be any 500 a show butum. Name no pebia ka ba be farm the mark of farms. A boy we are 12 or mapon ba beda. Who bet me any other ejumaka home and the youth will not come and do kaya in Accra. You don't need IMF to do this. You don't need World Bank to do this. But unfortunately, World Bank in kind, IMF in kind, it's in here to here we are, yes, well supervision of the fertilizer distribution. And I know 246 to eka wo masem. Krono ya bon wa ba mu nyina mo ya wa ba bi efri ba mu ni momo. Oh, omo the fertilizer dwane fa bod da nyina you know them. Etiya shase ya monitor sa akrofo ne mpane so mo. Na fertilizers ne nkankran. Na nka ha me fa nya adwuma. These are homegrown policies. You don't need the IMF. And she about na high sloganiere na planting for food and just na one village there and there. Hey, madam no akambo mamo. I don't know this sir. I don't know this sir. We are talking about see making available modern farm implements. Asone second on aye ye. Etem eye nkurasesem aye ye. And ayetimi atena ha for over 50 years of her. China ya do koko ado me papa asankragwa me papa e wase kropon no koko enso ye ntimi antena se and developing machine ya edibo koko ya ntimi and developing machine ya de edibo koko China ba yeso obeye koko na no ya we developing machine ya edibo koko nefe etiyema eye implementation availability of modern day technology and implementation yen chance yen leo the youth to go into farming again. These are not things you need IMF to tell you. These are not things you need any World Bank or any France to tell you.
I was even asking, sir, Yama District Assembly be only farm, just for a beginning. Mama Yandani Homra. I told you, Grofoka said, both of you, dear. Was and then my edding. And then Mankabi, and then Mankabi. Canadian Digital Satellites in our face, Zahara Mixture and Zahara G Capsules, New Deji Mosquito Killer, Build Freeze Company Limited, NFA A&S Trading Agency Limited, and Frankie Cleaning Services Ghana Limited. One of them Esso Asenia, Yade, the Smart Show, Ebro on Smart TV. We'll be right back after this break. Sir, Yaba. Capain betwaso. Maybe send just 2 questions. Now for you be a phone line or the amount. So tell a friend to tell a friend to tell another friend, and then wait for us. We'll be right back.
Papa. New Daji. Say na ye use no. Ye new Daji. Every nadaka no. 23 free suboko. Na fa na no she new Daji mosquito killer product no mu. Na fa chima no she mu ye. Wo wia fa ni cable no. E she charger head mu na plug. Na so wo so plug no pe. Wo be hu say light no a e wo product no ho aso. Eno anu no. New Daji mosquito killer. We nso de enhu siesem bia animu.
Dabi ena pomodin mu haw bia nso nim. Liquid enegumu. Wo prago siso a bo sum mu a ansa na asa.
Wo betumi nso a connect cable no ama laptop ana power bank ama naso. Se drone sa pebito na fa replace dada na ehye mu no. Ne bo efo pa.
New Daji mosquito killer ewo hoyi. The progressive super no entontom can venture. We need to pay why gone too soon.
Woso na najua ema okania. New Daji mosquito killer.
Ubeda filia femu.
Kennedy Boache Echam, the CEO of Kennedy Digital Satellite. Yatunton home appliances, BTC, TVs, fridges, gas cookers, air conditioning, washing machines, fufu machines, a DNA wope, home appliances ya Oba Kennedy Digital Satellite ya Wunya. The power Kennedy Digital Satellite ya say ya yenchisheye Emma Ghana Capain Ejuma Yafua, Muji Market ya a free controller and accountant general. Tutumrikane bra yewo Kumase Edum Family Plaza and I sounds will be your Patase Abum House Usi and Kraya bra Weja Old Barrier traffic light Asia Wa Accra branch your telephone number 02430747550 Kumase 0207653031 Ghana Eba Home Appliances here the headquarters any Kennedy Digital Satellite Kennedy
Looking for a shipping service that's reliable, on time, and affordable? Your best solution is ANS Trading Agency Limited. At ANS, we handle all kinds of shipping from door-to-door courier services from London or Europe. We also import left-hand vehicles such as articulators, trucks, and all kinds of cars. For your duty issues on 20-50 feet containers, we have you 100% covered. It doesn't matter where you're shipping your vehicles or goods from, either from China, Europe, America, or any part of the world. We are the best with duty. Contact us via www.answer24.com or call us on these numbers.
We are the best.
Clean the money! A Frankie Cleaning Services. Yen ye feyo. Yasem yinane say yakofa niyama papa edisi sifi eba industrial and commercial equipment, fragrance ni chemicals ye de ye cleaning. Ye experts in cleaning services. Ye workers de nije sunku na ye ejuma. Eba hotel, restaurant, bank, hospitals, baby be we here see ye wadie ye dembe fia. Ye wo wakade no, ye wo chemicals no, ye wo fragrance no. Eba cleaning na edini ye ba ku pegana. Frankie yakofa industrial and commercial equipment sa ye ton e dia ba be gudaso eba mobs eni bibie disi sefie dia ye wo do so po kai sesa ne me nyina free Germany ye wo kaneshi odoko highway no so Fisherman's building ni pair for 0246 706757 and 0302 957 642. Frankie Cleaning Services, cleaning for a better environment.
You are welcome back to Smart TV. And then you may, and then you may throw Jano, me and a man carry. Oh, and then me man carry. And then man carry. But I shall assume I'm a second digital satellite saying you may be more than a fibra one of my say, a channel pass over to me a call. A wager. When sending fast on, I will say a tie for anything home appliance. Mr. Bomodi and so Bekwaje Wodie. So, one number no 0243 074 750 0243 074 750. Sasuna Zahara mixture. Oh, a bit probably boost the immune system ni pa. Zahara and no catch and say, you put your hand on fire, say, hey, and no mom commercial no, no catch and say, and then Zahara and them. Mr. We are Baubu in Sayana or bread, Bomodiana Tumuda. And my man in there was Zahara man capsules and no hopa. Ube didn't want you, papa, Ube grooms out your back at Buhari. Was a one breast and Roffers and on the number. Pacho, Bomodiana Frey. I was 0246 348 334 0246 348 334. New Daji mosquito killer. I know the Kumun Tonton we enye coil no be pu musie abema utia yo ya na wo hwenuma be sonsuo o plug e wo hwa na gya dem se to entuntum bia de ho benya hoden yetimi dia fa offer 050 000 3434 yebejo so na Build Freeze Company Limited this solar power bank and aba asama de bia ye kan ye bia ni o dankopon akyenya wia yentimi nya biribia kwan bia betimi afa so Capain University of Science and Technology ewo ho wo mutimi kura ye indelible inka ye de beto aba Ghana mpanifo ampe ye kokra bai cause tech na ye ne bo no be ye fo jimisa obi ene ho benya sika edinti ya anje no ye kokra afoforo ede baye we kwabrane ehunu nyansa we awia ehyesoa na wo de charge your phone baby wonam bia betumi charge your phone say kura say ye hin frɛ 050 000 1129 050 000 1129 na fe A&S Trading Agency Limited pacho womo de door to door Ghana haye globally be bia person de ade efiri ade kobia and obi de ade de free ho e de be wo Ghana ha ombebo modern no motimi de abesi wo prona no say pe bra bia nim o how bia nim atete bia nim wutu fie ne ye bo punum bing na womo de enema no e de abrel patro friend was 020 605 9140 Sansuna Frankie Cleaning Services Ghana Limited and so ho ufie wo said the tibia you be cleaning wo kama na ye the amount frame was 0246 706 757 0246 706 757 patro mo advertise we show no suru ina no mo share so enche mo beba ha oba no wa be kire enema wo ye ni ina mu ntino mo mode na mo bobo am ho ye be frɛ mo mako na bo so motimi aba na mo beton mo nema no ye no mo be kire mo ye di a che ye be ma mo ye time no free ye nka ncho se tua untua ye do beba no wa betena so no waka wasem na wo na akodo Facebook Smart TV Ghana, Instagram Smart TV Ghana, Twitter Smart TV Ghana, and after YouTube Smart TV Ghana na Captain Smart official and so obenya yen ewo eho na ye betro jane kakra embebu na mo Ghana on say ye nya sorry pepepa makasa asem we sa Katechia ba be ka the same thing natural. They try to create the impression say it is a fight between us. No mama na kweye te say mebunu na aba ni muade oboa a strategy. One set time and another dan kwaku fado sorry ya na opeso di president 2008 years o muade. Omo shada o nyesa na na do muade no ye confident and courageous. Akufado was fearless. Me say don hu say mani bre na me kan asem ya na me nsura me sua fi Akufado ho. Me sua fi na na do ho kumi preko e ho na me sua ye. And time akumi preko ba no the other day my story natural there's no need cemetery waso with the history of Kumi Preko again. I learned it from Nanado. Yes, you muade there be obuade because you're courageous. Yen sum bebuna ya banda no mama yen sorry. Na me wo san krofo bi di me din kura na me pictures I say ye be demonstration yen no kre. Me demonstration metumi aka say ye be na chena meye. Ba de wo de na namre de anu be nka ho hwe. But then tell you about demonstration be and I post from court to go permit. Yentie. Somebody man they catch am plane. Ada beba mu se kukro. Say yetie si abonte no be kwa kwaje court permit. Ade ututu akum ye yina. Maka to as me se hwe IGP se wa Africa na homo afu. Just look at the size of their belly and compare the belly of their colleagues in America and Europe. It tells you who is working. When we did this, no, my it's the only mean and say IGP be a no a party organizer. IGP be a party organizer. Okay, I see boy and TV suspension. I am enjoying my political suspension. I love it.
This political suspension.
Yeah, this is a political suspension.
And you're enjoying it.
I'm enjoying it. I'm enjoying my political suspension. Honestly, I'm enjoying it. Once I'm here by them in your time, mano. Obedu kwesiada. Edwada na mkwadwuma.
We uzi adwuma me no mienu na eye. Enti ayese me ya take over. Obesa ko back.
Dia me yire be kana
metie. Na wo yire se ko.
Dabi ono wo bosu sese be ya asem ntotwe ansa ye pon a.
On go back.
Me dia me yere bɛka no.
Now we go back and we start smart TV no.
Dia me yere bɛka no metie.
And now you say yes smart TV no. Omo pro after the man to go back.
Me say me dia me yere bɛka no. Me kura me nya yanko masa tum.
Almost
into political suspension him. Yeah, without salary.
Where without salary?
The extension there, beba no.
Where with salary?
Come on, without salary. Political suspension. I am on two why. Mo fa bin ka tra mo track that from me say mo the 2 weeks I come home. Na niam ko dey. Mo ka say be traffic comedy yen.
Why asem na ke?
Wo am ka hu ina. As if I care. Look, the most important thing we need to do in this country, and I said the youth of this country must arise and become fearless.
Fantastic.
Because when you look at Tunisia, it was the youth that made Tunisia, Tunisia. Algeria, it was the youth that made Algeria, Algeria. Even UK, 1824. Check the history. Read the books. When the American Revolution started, it was the youth. I will croak it from Illinois. What from Illinois.
Illinois say Illinois.
Say Illinois said they.
I mean, who catch up with British who are
Illinois. And when we back, we saw her from Hosen Crampo. A dinner IOWA. Say you wow, say Iowa. Said Iowa, said you. That these are the areas the youth in America began and said that we would not continue to serve the British monarchy. Ma remfi yen kwana injuries abrofudi yeso wo di America so.
Oka about Odi America so. Opa radio you see Marcus Garvey said something. He said that history is the landmark by which we get the direction to the true course of human life. The history of a nation, the history of a movement, the history of a race is the guidepost to the destiny of that race, nation, and movement. So a people without a knowledge of their history is like a bird flying without any tree to land on. Now say ya shasiye an kan ye history well. Your history ya started in our books near started free the year 1472. And I'm saying that 1372 the any people in Africa. No more day. One more no sebi previous or much to binidi. 1272 any penny Africa.
There's people Africa.
1172 any penny Africa. 1072. What were those people doing? The Mensah Musas, the Berbers, the Bantus, the Kush and the Kushite. What were they doing before the invasion or before the obstruction of the life of the black man by the white man? But they want you to feel inferior and to remember starting with history from 1472. And when they do that, what they are trying to do is that they even did you a favor by coming to Africa. Other than that, we were like animals.
Exactly.
But me go back and said the first law school that was established, Sankore School of Law in Timbuktu, Mali, was in Africa.
Exactly. The first law
we were the people who developed the first codes of common law before the Europe, before England no Momaka. And the
first ever university in the world
was in Africa.
Was established here in Africa.
Mali Mali. Mansa Musa time. Mali was Mali Songhai Empire was a great empire.
So the first irrigation ever in the world
was in Africa.
The first,
you are nothing without the invasion of the white man.
The first coal factory in the world. In Africa. Now education began in Africa.
Yanko back to Sir Peter Eke. Now just a line. Oh, you see, I think we need to start our story differently. Marcus Garvey said that until the Negro develop their own literature, until the Negro develop their own companies, until the Negro develop their own education and their own way of life, the world will never stop to listen to them and consider them. Before China became a superpower, they didn't wait for IMF to say anything. They closed their doors from the world. They stayed in there. They developed with homegrown policies. Before United Arab Emirates became what it is today, they closed their doors. They didn't wait for IMF. Every now and then, IMF will say, now look at something. They wanted to still control Africa after they were gone. So they went to set up IMF, World Bank, World Body for deciding of this. There were world bodies deciding everything coming from Africa, the prices of it. Your world body decided the price of cocoa. the price of cocoa. And so any world body decided the price of a chocolate na a or hono.
Mama Chawade, when him say a consortium net Switzerland and they decided the price of cocoa. Womu nyina no bakokura ni hwa we hu
cocoa diada.
It's womu to Switzerland. Womu was Zurich. Womu na tena se no ka chen say cocoa ne bo no be say.
Cocoa ne free eye wase krupon ba ne bo be say won do bi da.
Na wo de tie. On say Ghana and Ivory Coast etna say womu be decided the price of cocoa. Womu te one womu de research aba say cocoa no metals wom.
Yeah de etimi nya research.
Yeah etimi.
So to continue controlling the minds of Africans, they have set up a world bodies that decides everything coming from Africa. World body decided the price of bauxite. World body decided the price of oil. World body decided the price of diamond. And she any world body decided the price of chains. Here the gold no kokoya. It's here the end the buy yetimi hwe anim ne aka kire say there be mo no ye bema mu say. And she ye koye chain ne the buy yetimi ka chem say musu mu chain ye bema mu say. We are sick as a nation and we need real and organic leadership. Come to me this, you know. Yeka organic leadership. The first time Ghana ever had organic leadership
was Dr. Kwame.
And when we talk about leadership,
but
we don't need to
place it on record. Kwame Nkrumah, as my brother said, is the organic president ever.
Yes.
Of Ghana. He's the founder of Ghana. You try to say you bet twist it and turn our history. When you can't Canada.
Sabi yanyo maya ya yaria. Akawu was such a monumental figure like Nkrumah. Why will your airport be under Kutuka? When all over the world, Kwame Nkrumah is a world sensational figure. And so now party politics, pettiness in tea. Yes, it be no me one lineage. It be no me one lineage. It's inside the name of Kwame Nkrumah. You must say a question. Sabi in previous 1948, 28 December crossroads. Sa police if one na wamu ye no. Sergeant Ajete cooperative private or that land to omabusia for way. They don't need oma mwa am fighting for the freedom of this country.
Omu nwe bi MP.
Ni kwabena ni omabusia for way. Oma mwa am fighting for the freedom of this country. Certain people's fathers and their grandfathers helped whether directly or indirectly to let us gain the freedom of this country. I think it is time people should move away from this mindset of yena nanom the papa nom and the sister nom and a freedom my it is a birthright. It from 1992 but the same circle now you choose friends free. You choose leadership free. The friends and family. Osha John Mahama. In fact, JJ Rollins in the year be different. I will call sure a Professor Mensah, Emma and Maboma and this on the year be different. Other than that, the same line of choosing leadership is what we see from 1992. Every Edubwa here so, remember President Kufuor so, every President Kufuor na abana nado so, every nanado na sabi every Japade.
Every nanado so airline at all.
We are talking about revolutions upon revolutions, industrial revolutions, and every stage of human life and the nature na ankasa the leadership over. The same pool of friends, the same pool of family. Oko in this year, Senyasa JJ Rollins distorted his line by bringing Professor Mensah Nedaho after JJ. What kind of leadership is this?
Yes,
Alan Bawumia. Meanwhile, there may be somebody within the MPP who is much more qualified than the two of them. I see a Makwai. Ya hijacking nation, and the Chama Yanka see a home any abusia. Oko and this mama and papa and your minister.
Obeko suspension.
Me does me free. Matras suspension. Me am resign.
Okay.
My resign.
Obeko suspension.
But I be me to suspend.
There be a phone line, no.
Before so be a phone line, Ghana for me and be any. The youth of this country has become so frustrated that they live by managing. They think it is normal.
There be a real now. They are not tattoo.
No,
Mate. Now, what do you know? Ma, men sending this message across to the security agencies. Anytime be able to mind be able to say a mebunu any abere no mind a bo. Sa sorry ya sorry ye njayo. Me say one day you Puba Street in this one court be antimi stop here.
Oka court say a lawyer tell you sorry. Me chiao. Papa me chiao. Lawyer Denis Ejejumo mechiao. Lawyer Kosu Asa Santos mechiao. Me tru emi nsuro we Kosu abena wa ba ne me agya hene ba ne me. Sansam no aye amodi run na we ya do ba ko gina court. You cannot use the power of the people to intimidate the people.
Exactly.
For me you cannot. Etiyamu be any case me o say me ne. There are thousands of people am lighted torch a wo mudi akire e ba mo be ye worse. There are millions and thousands of people.
Several of them
lighted torch na wo mudi akire ba be ye worse. So me dey touch me and when I fall off what I will tell the soldiers is that when I fall off keep going. Don't wait for me.
Don't wait.
I'm not anybody.
Don't wait.
Martin Luther King yes sir no. Marcus Garvey yes sir no. Please, the youth should rise up and use their brain.
Yes, Ramo, arise Ghana youth, you know. We would arise. And very soon we'll tell you when we're going to arise. And it's within this year.
But the young council say arise and yes,
we are not rising to destroy. No, we are rising to build.
Pay and we are seeing him. And Yama ya papa bia yes Afrifa na mo be Gina street na mo say no ane kwaya na ye ba.
Dabi.
Ya fra mo se mo mra na fa mu choose leadership. Mo hwe real and organic leadership.
Exactly.
Na mo choose na mo nya sa orchestrated leadership we dey am from 1992.
Eti this year yeah. Sa dey na social media and enya no kore me planning demonstration bia this year bia this month and dey won boa. But this year you be good street this so. That the day it will come. Yem penny for no and that they do IGP be ko high court emfin. Because high court one ye be kwa jaw. High court one ye be kwa jaw.
Ye jaw we are no
about. Ye be kwa jaw or high court or IGP. Ye be kwa jaw. Until judge ne to no be hu be 10,000 youth ye be jaw. Se be sanje permit na be see en kwan se me ye demonstration. Ye the demonstration ni ko jaw or court o. And that day is coming. Me kan na mo didi agro. And when we get the date, some political soldier for, political police for, political fire service for, aban bia ba ofa the soldier for, otimi de won din se hunu, aban bia fa ofa the police for, de won din se hunu, some political soldier for.
Anka we are national security. You go to boy at so e say national security. We are so sick no muti fufu ase, no dey go to na chere. Me here na we here we abokonene kwen. Na national. We say nkura sesam ne dos.
You see? That day is coming, oh. That day is coming and it is very soon and it is this year. We will arise. Because me to me in chance fear and that way. Me ni Okatakyie bomfa achiase.
Asante agona yiko.
Yey. E free ha kogo mu atachi mai wudu apam junction na wo kwanya anye wadoma wuduru. Wuduru atonsu ewie na wo kobe papa krom nyame ani. Wunduru Shagomogwa, fine, na shagon aka. Basa, and then people sit in the comfort of their Land Cruisers and their air conditions on tier tax, on Porsche, Masa train for 4 line at all. Remember me from Maso?
Well, yeah.
Now, one sorry, once a Hunusa. And number yet again, yet on Maya, yesi yen nisika, a jumanim, yafa a cook, Emma minister, near fat deputy cook. I'm a minister. Yenimiansa nasi ya Jimmy. Ya fa garden boy, ni ya fa deputy garden boy. Ni ya fa laundra. I don't know be seen ni amana watoso. And I'm a minister. On tia light bill, tia water bill, in tia way.
They are the new colonial masters.
The real ni assassin says he can't go so. Ni amana one Land Cruiser and one a saloon vehicle. Now one with the team and the I don't win ni na ye ko. And in kwalade.
O say.
Na me boa.
I want to say.
Kwalade na. Say, that's how Felix. O ba pass my baso. Yeah, ti o man yi mu sesi amre ya ye wo man mu. Yes, be swear in president. No we front ma. Ye nya swear ni in we ade okwa yie. As we front ma na ye hunu say, ye wo Ghana, ye wo tradition, ye wo yatade ya ye timi hye. Eti president, ye wi ntema na ye nko na ye de kro. Ye aka yina ye suitu. But ye wi afi say Obi be cotton factory. That was the northern part of our country. You bet me the asawa. Na the aye yentima Kwame Nkrumah shase. Tibon kwaso amemu eto Kwame Nkrumah so enti agu. Kede match factory. Kwame Nkrumah time ana yesi na ye bejimi bre Kwame Nkrumah time bejimi bre na kede match factory. Na me $870,000 a year. Kwame Nkrumah time.
25th of November 1965. Time Nkrumah
Ejane basa.
Your friend say, Toma motorway no. The vision was not just to create motorway. It was called the Golden Triangle. Etika wo free aplawo na obesna kwa lubwa. Anka 2 lanes here, 2 lanes there. Upa na nka akọ. Wo free circle na nka akọ siremu 2 lanes here, 2 lanes there. Upa na nka akọ. Enso yetimi atena ha. Emwoma with the 2 major cities in our country. We are not able to form a 2 lanes in the 2 major cities. Yaka Chiram said the solution to that problem is very simple. Ye wrote to know and nay so because your person ye on one kasa ne kwan kura Ministry of ye can say roads and highways so be Jessica yamanye I was sick etika woni sika de be no fra se kwa me despite mo fra forisa pomo fra sika fu e wo krom ase en cancer boardum ne no omomra se he mukuro mu kwan no amode kɔ no ada bia ekum ni pantimu hui bra me mamo letters of credit Ghana bind wo mon se hya se mon kɔ pebosia mra send you $2 billion kura na mbenya mo famra 2 lanes here 3 lanes there afa mon fa to ensiso monte for the next 70 to 50 years montini agini we ma wo mutrim because of sikadie na momoni as part of the contract mo make sure say ka bia se siso a mo wo yada mo ba kɔtwe ade akosi wo na nkɔse eye problem support wo baso na se ehunu se mo negligence na ma accident see ya ye be make sure se mo ye be prosecute mo ya gi sika free wo mine ho we na ye no eye se ye mma kwan because road ho no ho na sika die no ewo hwe
wonim say tema motorway
what kind of people is this
mama nka se minchira tema motorway Ghana mebu no muntie it's about time we rise tema motorway 66,000 or yesterday
a day cars
you fan say say 600 and something and a faho say 61
cars over 40,000 cars every day a day ya
car bia ye 1 city
averagely
over 40,000 about there 40,000
it's 40,000 a day from just motorway
you 1 city
there you wo amasa my there you wo bibia paro de anyusu ho nko na ye calculation
ba wo ya tomo motorway no so tokuro na abobo na wo ho no ye de den esum e watama motorway so but every day you nya 400,000 Ghana cedis
400 million
400 million 400 million and quantity sika e wo motorway no so meanwhile esum street light any motorway so
ye sokania ne baako na aso mo ye favor ye mwanyi o mo so because ye sokania baako
ade ye ma wira ho kese kra ne se ye dum kania na ya ma timetable Jimmy o shabatakari Jimmy and I say, I'm timetable. You never some cania. It's you do choco this time. You do bachona this time. Near Sotantra Hills this time. Now you near Tim. Bisamu MPC no Tibon cross of one and the ministers and they say, Omo Cabrochena, yeah, you do cania or cordon again, never call wedge and a year.
Motorway that's of Penny Duncan Williams are sorry at you were very influential. Enkrofo fa so da bia beto collection mano one chance em fa na ntum sekania na edum no ho no one chance em kama mpanimfo no nye if they put the light on they are not doing us a favor here of anko street light also ever since metimi akasa so trepe
here
oh my god na anko de
of anko de
ya beto ba bia na so
of anko light mama nchira wade enso atre
what kind of nation
of anko kwan so light
oh my god na
dey na car na road minister na be fa so no
anom so yi
dey na kania na anso ye fra papa bi wo ECG ye fra no say sibe ene wo di mirika ko fra o say sibe se kania ne nso bra
eti bra be ye man
ene o say sibe di mirika asalungu tugu ya apro fetire na so kakra ati vom din minister huritan ne kam o say national security issue nti kania na nso biom so one everyone
enye o my way ya kaminim si etimi street light eduru awia na light na so eduru anyura na so okọ adenta street light o eduru awia na light na so eduru anyura na what kind of nation is this and so Crawford the Ministry of Roads and Highways gi akatua da bia so mo ye maintenance officers what kind of nation is this
okay
what system is this
yeah Chimota Kingsby roundabout is where na yetre di agro when we ho kwan said yes tutu me bank na 2013 sa kwan every year bi ayeye na etutu
yeyo
na yakoye
do me kwa benya road eno so sa
do me kwa benya de o kaso hwasma na me boso fu
eno sa
na address afade sa akopam kwashi gan yere Every your friend say.
Also free. Run about international warfare abataifa. Oma ba be yes apetin wo ho. Eko 2 years ni. Instead see did the last call to beba be guso na kaya solid na che no. 2 years, 3 years ni. Etutu. Eso that so te won.
School feeding.
Now them dey this before say the leadership of this country, they make capital out of the misery of the people.
Exactly.
Eti omo tina o hwe mane sese de be omo abetimi atwa omo de contract amomo na omo ye na di 10 years di 20 years omo e de nyeska enipa ye timu atema motorway street light me bank ran 10 to 15 years ni me nwe se ya street light nkwa ya buru be 10 omo atimi ko twa gya to ase omo twa gya to ase abo hu ase nkrofo bi nyina o ye nie ne omo atutu bob no ade e chen ana tender ni nya free mu why
Eti de ya kan nyina ne se wo ho emeburu na wo Ghana no muntie ye America ye no eye meburu na ma America ye ye sori a wo mbekum bi wo aka no mamonda se Ghana soldier for kokon a ba akofo ta wo aka ne nsan ye tam no to kon ho na wo aka ne to aso hwesuku a krowa wo fi mu betena nkran hwesuku den a wo tena mu ko school said the next year tetia pansamayo wo san ko ukrom no wan kwato the same thing wo ho wo sori a wo di wo Jimmy di MPP achi wo di wo Jimmy di NDC achi kwasi asamsan ye di akire ukrom school dan na wo koy na atete go mo da bi school dan na atete na atim ko school no
magana for me ko
ukrom ena ye di school ni ko school ade ye di si obi kon ho na wo sori a wo ye bebu no ukrom kwan ye nye ensu oni ho kane ani ho esum na ho wo nya adwuma nye na wo do Jimmy di MPP ni NDC achi ba ma ka chemo IGP get ready, Chief of Defense Staff get ready. We will get onto the streets very soon. We will march onto the streets very soon. And we know say mo ankasa wonim bibi let me tell you one secret. Wonim say security company for one member the air and wo support ma won't binka.
Madam for the Tiolo man, SWAT commander, Madam for Pan, also here by this time. Command, Mechiao, Yamishra.
Well, one inch, yeah, pa, but wouldn't be
Azugu, so better, or also.
Madam
for Pan, or Donna, Madam for Pan in Ponyan.
IGP cried the fake account of her. IGP the fake account of her. Even the vice president is using a fake account watching us. You think we don't know your fake account? We know. When him said the right thing. And we will get onto the street very soon. Trust me. Na me wa dom na me ye be GSK demonstration. You see TV we pulled over 10,000 people onto the streets. Now what mark my words. Change when it is denied or too long delayed. Violence will break out here and there. And it's an acceptable violence. Not that the men planned or willed it, but the accumulated grievances will erupt to volcanic fury. This is proper. Mo call Legon Hall be your friend say. Vandals no your friend say.
Come on with.
This is proper vandalism. And you say we are getting onto the street to destroy. No. We are getting onto the street to build. We are getting onto the street not to kill, but we are getting onto the street to heal. We are getting onto the street to demand accountability and make sure say you penny for no. Say na mo ye no obi antimi kan chemo no. Mo so na mo the police for no na ye. Mo so na mo the soldier for no na nkrofo. Mo so na mo the national security go tired the to banku. Na mo the huro na ye. Mo try mo time oba. 0244173118. 0244 masa wo su janyo no bo.
Okobo no maami a.
Emancipate
yourself from mental
slavery.
None but ourselves can free our minds. I have no fear for atomic energy because none of them can stop the time. How long shall they kill our prophets whilst you stand aside and look? Who some say is
your call has been put on hold.
It got to fulfill the dream. Won't you help to sing the songs of freedom? You're pouring about me.
0244173118 0244173118 na the work on that fee what to me aka obi eno ho pe president edio so
the number you're trying to reach
na mo keka answer no kire no nyesa no ye pedio
but you are not a president
we feel on him
Marcus Gabi no a president
we feel on him
I don't care about who leads the country. I care about the leadership we give it to
Bum
us.
bum 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 Hello.
Okay.
Hello, good evening.
Nana Captain Smart, Namia to Yanko, you may. And come on, Afrifa, Naku Papa. Nana Obama, the so it was home.
Obama called him.
Nana Ubopa. Nana Namekani said Yanko Pon, the coffin head, one and Nana Afrifa, Yanko Papa, one of Credia Mokache or Mangana, and I'm saying that because you see an acquaintance, O kind of create actually. Na sebi you office sebi watching our from unimiansa nana we the water room say make san abata nana no kwara na moka no Ghana e dey ni wo Ghana ha what you say yes you call my man so say e ko bobusia nana please say you mpeni for no this is the time I yen babu ma di political party nation e say fa hu adwene hu esua de bi say won for yen yes sebi wo mafunu sebi o say all person mkokum abo bi won fikire ti anama kofa wo mafunu what you say anase koko asoso say koko enso ya wo hu yaso mfaso na koko nso dia wo ni yaso mfaso wo nyatu ni wi anama kotra da bi ayeden e dia yen kwati adwuma sebi ko transfer ma na mu repi say o mu fa nkofu bi so na nkofu bi yen kwati adwuma de e ma wo dina na ko kwara na mu ka no yesterday tera wo ka no imaburu na e bi etire e say fa ho adwen pa no ko na aso ma de mu ka tira ma ta na me no pa e ka to so yo mi wura ka Smart onya so de ka wo ne Miami de you president na kwa mi Afrifa onya mi sramo mo empeyfo we agrepa e wo musimu de ma Ghana meburu no so onya mi no kwa foro so ma mo nkwatenten na mo ntimi nkoma Ghana meburu ne yetini ayede afifin hwe atam na mo kana no kwa pese Ghana meburu we have to arise na ye ba arise na say you protect yesika because yesika say ye niam ko waste ye obi bia wo Ghana and so about the day and a Ghana mebunu ye near to Togu yankam as I said or come of be anyone who atama and also be the sorry Ghana mebunu ye with ampa ye wakasama fubi a wobekani ye to waiting on mine ko ye bi amaya that depend on kan or your town for them on mine and also ye mebunu no mpete ye be create na mo sorry am kan no pay the my the Ghana mebunu ye kan ye train amana ni amanko ye my about the day na the fofi anto atana Ghana mebunu ya dani slave for ye mamu aten about the day if you be slave pay for nyafu ni die no aye too much mo hwe na mo ma Ghana mebunu any day and sent to tungu or we need to tungu mo tem because ya bre any and pay for nyafu die no Ghana ye tie mamu na for ya dani nkwa e ba ne sen aden ana Ghana ko ama Ghana esu kwame nkroma no mo bia wo bia wo tini so esan say o man no mebunu ebre ye wo bibia o nyame dia kye wo wiase na ne ye tie memu ni ada ni slave aden Ghana paying for
me so da say hello good evening hello good evening 0244173118 hello good evening.
Good evening, Captain.
Ebusham Pacho Mayentio.
Good evening, Captain.
Pacho Yetio.
They make can say, ya me request and pan a motuana more canana. Ghana penny for the Omo Yenedi and Ukraine and Yeni. They use me and fire and see for ma. I quite to say, because the acquire could to say, yeah, you use no yes, no. Yen just to clear was here for lessons yen man yes can see them 24 years hard you channel and you say young girls mama is use number by me worry no you boy see your phone no kwani na me say ya mo say you but answer ni answer ya mo because the airport there yen fan boko kra yen ya prepa ba ye chen da mo be ma ye kwan se ye ntisi kwa ekuro no ala penibia ntumi ntumi penibia ntumi ntisi kwa no so because se le ye ni abre dey say se no we peni enim ntu de ye ready ye chen mo manueti
before so be baba no captain nipa wo hwe ba ko ye o say kufo the maestro o say mention na we are doing a great job
can say be jina so no so Capain ni ama senko de bre Ghana
o say for Black Stars
eni ama Capain so de bre Ghana no
ayede
hospital bed no o frɛ Ghana ha o mo ka kyerɛ so no amfa ne sika meyi no mo ntimi aban ntimi yi ni o de be che no I am sanai Dear, we understand, dear man, Nigeria fighting free. I'm so pay. Obi was so. I was a man.
Hello, Captain.
Yes, sir. Pacho my NTO.
Boss, but you're from the ground. No, Kumasi. Na mekasi nyankupo nshiramu pa wo de moye no. The moye no. Ema yakre ni depa. Na me hwaye me depa. Woni Okatakyie. I've been following him for some time now. Ni bi di komo bi no catch me say. Yasi we na ye wo mu no. Asa share mudi kan kai me say. Na black me na really attack you so. Ana white me be really here. Na si say no white rule me ba gye. Minimpe nyame ne nam so a ode han bi epie omumu na me strepa se ta tumi na amanya no mo be kutam na yenso yetamochi ye de ahoade enim die ne nyansa beboa mo se de be ya black no so ye be nya sa revolution e bi se e ha adwen pa yi e ha yen na minimpe nyame be hira mo me ka se etua nyame ka mo ho amen
nyame ka wonso wo ho 0244173118. Hello, good evening.
Evening, Captain Michao.
Major Sododo.
Captain, I'm Fanko Asante Mampong. We'll be on your Benim. I will have someone our horses here. Muno, toilet nim. Okokan. Okokan, not MP, any MC or
Adabi, tie. As we number do. Krona e wa Asante Mampong ya yi no. Benim krona esi wonu mu didi mu nya da bi ni.
Asante Mampong kra ya fra ho benim. Public toilet even ni. Eno nanten. Entu a wo ta wo ko ho a wo da ko temi pa wo krono. Entu a wo Captain baby a obu chakwan kopa de play cotton show be no are ho na awra wo se ma woni se on say wo pebre mu a e ya ne nsuo bi are okwa amount for the second and the two fm abula e no ma soli tu kakra no de agupan mu asoa de abafie okwa ka mp ni mc no ho no wo
hey,
what dear, Panessa, someone moved. Panessa, someone made a young truck, and to what dear, one say I'm up to see, especially but a monthman nipa. Maybe for her, dear, the past cost one to everybody, any kind of what we know, sure, we go to the over.
Hey,
Papa. And you must be probably someone so that you know out of hope. But politicians near the people are show. If you can't think that all for you, now say, yeah, you and you know, or will be a pass. You know, that two class or cat, you know, I have watched because
I said that issue matter that. And when assassin ran into the Sudan Assembly court, no. Hello?
Say your city council cast V8, you know.
Me say,
yeah, no.
Debio, Mamentias ye. Sa case in assassin ran into the Sudan Assembly court. Court to see a message assembly in Yaman court.
If I try one.
Okay.
I mean, no one can say the air cost war as a for Robin.
Yeah, funny part from a cassette, the chairman here, I became some crew in a grab befu. Hello, good evening.
Yeah, fine again. We got your Captain Smash in here.
Ebushane.
Hello.
Pacho Yeti or Hineba.
Yeah, me pese me che magic a crow. Oh, okay. My dream change now, say, that's a free family man, I say, Takradi.
Takradi, okay.
My dream change now, say, near airports were my, you know. I think that is the time I see my MPs, no. If we say this air gracious, no, you know, I fetty papa, because every 4 years, Biano, say, if MP Bian A and 34, 400,000, see that 4 billion. Multiplied by 275 for every 4 years. most of you must see a niska man. What about here? Some of the project. I don't be there no project name. No more this canon. Takrade last year, ever to a benim no. A good father in the campaign who said, was it Takrade market second. A offender. I'm on command. Where about one, I found Paga, I keep. Interchange, you know, what you must 70%. Master, I know Casano. First, pick us a crump and Fabi more for. Pick us a cry and Fabi more for. I don't know much. Oh, me, careful. Now, yes, sorry, will be intimate.
I say, careful, dear. Oh, my imagine someone. You're for the very last call, and I feel, hello, good evening.
Good evening.
Ebusham Patrick to say.
Hello, Captain.
Yes, sir.
And I'm back on what to say, make us free Canada.
Canada.
And then now, Mumma, bread to talk. My year 100 times. Now, as someone more can you and debt. But Nanka be a yes round pass and Kawusa, you will be a done. Kwame Afrifa, I can't send you know. Capain very much. I don't have very man so. Kawabanan Kawaman, I mean, Mama Yen. Medawasi. Mamin Kakaka. Africa on him. You wanted the idea of Grosse. You're telling funny the idea of Grosse. Unya Kunyana now for Kabia. Who bet me after or bet me, you bet not too easy. Because there be a Mikasa. Oh, Africa now did 30 years. And so be careful when you're 90 years. Me sorry to say. Me call Libya, my country debris, my minister to Libya. Libya, time and Gaddafi, so the whole Africa, then your president to be your father. Or Kata on Tibro for the all kind Arabic. And Tiampanin Fonisia, no money Kasa, or Pan Arabic. Said the year Libya for no better at some more for kind you be. Because of a person named mine or Mutibi. Africa, you will need free beer, me free Krobia for horse more landing, or Doma Aquam, me the tennis union. Your ministers for no, I yet let your one so length one quadrumano, or ban was so be it, wow, can't I give you up in chain on uncle, only thing chain ye, why the social yet? Abretumi biasu ni where say wo ba so like markup I
say you over most you was 700 WhatsApp missed calls, almost 800 WhatsApp missed calls. Yes, someone we'll try to. Hello, good evening.
Hello, Captain. Good evening.
Good evening.
Hello, me Isaac because we are Western Rock.
Me that say.
But so you be also Ghana and say people no credit there I referee mu upon say na now do dey guarantee that to buy say obi a stop adwuma obi a break adwuma krom dua e prayer session melewa omo ha mo ye adwuma ama krom mabu no yesi ye ntiase say omo ye adwuma wa bla na do dey mlaba anibo na nchen no forest ya Kruno outdoor air plantation ye duelua over 100 acres. Obi efu ti o de dakopa be junior bani na progo galamsey e wa ha.
Can you imagine?
Ana 3 days and ne Krumabu ni na e frame station Angel FM. Amo ba ha be fa live coverage ha say. Ye call site one yan say bibia ya amfo nsan komo hwe ne mu ye presentation. Mine no for body guide for more gate to do no the two ehunahuna. Enti ye de mabuni na call site one de media for new room go try kakra fine. Enne ye ukumi hanom mine say ntina ko mabunu no abademo e won site wonti. Obema police wa bechi ha nante makoma ko 3 akogum. Ana ye say ye ntiase na ye call ye MC wo say MC de ekosu na oya we ya bo amane unu de ekoso nti MC mabuna ya che wo mo yes do de anim na ka bi mai ni nya wo mo nim lam say obi ye demo
what the number ya wo free ya pon na wa free na wa my story na ye
my first number ye mi Facebook free ewe ka bibia kire guy ba ko ho
okay nti ya be free
Mate.
You for the next person. You for last person if you go. You for the last person
Hello.
Yes, sir.
Ebacho, within the Emmanuel.
Imam Dasi.
Ebacho, because I'm free to Chimay.
Techmai, you.
Captain, but some cars in the makers in Yamishiramo. The way University of Ghana. Me a Greek. And me a Yamagay say. Me caught into a Greek Mako yet me a portrait farm. Me can be up and left portrait farm a baby survey. The portrait farm industry in ego. All because the big you cushion a problem. And Kakusianke, the course secondary school, and the school for no money. Almost governments, one of the means is aquatic contract free China. I'll produce a marker. If you could share, the core farms, the core schools, and GP, the portrait from Pia from none work is 7, number pump 3. Because it means me can you go so. Papa for portrait from a Nibian Bisanawe. Ne portrait from a piano, let you go. Because a penny will be did you couldn't be the management. They are caring about business. New school man from a bed and got trouble and me page mouth. Never part in my bush and bomber crap. But because of greediness, among phone, a kuma be my juma. This like a me coming to me fat, ye, due to being come in a young but because it will be person community, ne a jumanico, yet supported farmers for her. Ne business not collapse. Madame say, Yamoya Yamishiram.
Shamon, so young for phobia bium na Mema Katakyie finally. Senior.
Kwame Nkrumah can say revolutions are brought about by men. By men who think as men of action and act as men of thought. Now, Adia, we are not calling for Sebio Obia Nkutua Baby.
Debbie.
The Yaya see a person who Ghanaian youth know who say Sebio Otua Bama Obi. Now, would you seek a can who as taxes? Ogoka was a Muntia taxes Kawanutu. That is where leadership fails. Muntia taxes are men, I mean, go review taxes in Emrawana. You are supposed to lead the people. Hold the bull by the horn. So, but who ways and means I get taxes in the year and the year Juma. And so, to me, you taxes in the year means you have no business being a leader. Secondly, say, Omu lead here. Omu nye favor by leading us. Or your boho mawa on your favor. Sabi, we've not asked anybody, say, Branian Twabama on December 7th, Nebra Ebelidi. Yan Suma will be a. What now so bet to me a lead you or minor mayen and puntio abem. Eti na obabe lidi ye. Now in any case, Oko America, ya kwaya no share the bar by abaso. For me, you to Nisha CME or money. MPP and NDC from 1992, we've had very usual leadership. When I talk about usual leadership, the same Wachibidi, the same Sapete Kwai, the same Gatanu Susana ya Tubola Gumuno, the same Yentimin Sovi Accra drainage system, the same Kumasi Yefino. That is too usual. You see, Nana Kwakufu, the President of the Republic, make Afrifa MTA. May ye campaign man vigorously in 2016. Not because I was born MPP. Yes, me free MPP. Hey. Kawanutum. Ghana have a free MPP and NDC womb. And we are who we are, not because of anything, but because of where we come from and how we've been brought up. And we MPP are Kosuya MPP. We NDC are Kosuya NDC. Exactly. They can't in the interest of this country. Now ye per se ye an unusual leadership. Not coming to flatter people. Why want to say no kureni nearby one can't because of per se a trouble man the next 4 years. I think we need to move away from this kind of synthetic leadership given us from 1992. Other than that, I am warning my people. Jackie John Rose once said that when there is nothing left for the poor to feed, they will feed on the rich. Baby, our mind kika kon ehu. Embrantia ne maba wani bufu. Etimumi ansha siense sano. Ye kura no. MPP has missed a great opportunity to engage the youth of this country. And Katama Mrantia ne maba wani starting to fix the country no. The best response is that you call the youth and say, wait, I said the same thing. Ya pesi ya ni mubu maino. Ya hunu say now why you interested. Now my jaisa bi nsem hunu no ada bia mudi agrada na obofo ne wo mo yiyi wo moto mo ehyabu adum mo jai wo ma chiridie afa move focusing on development of the nation, and for that matter the time has come for us to engage you. Mombra momachre, how best do you think that we can serve you? And so there be enye de ehunu ni. And I'm said the African leader is so opulent, so disrespectful, feel so proud to say, as we hear the people favor no. Yeah, catch us fix the country. Oh, catch us say we should fix our attitude. Oh, no, my catcher, you see, Yama leadership, who say leadership is service. Mutimi huri me jina ya konso. Mo ba esa mo ba besum ya mo betie manfo no na ma ye de manfo ne pe. You cannot continue to do things the way you are. Yet to me the same thing over and over and expect different results. Me did Okatakyie Afrifa Mensah Santiago na yokohine enemy. I bear the spirit of our forebears, from Kenneth Kaunda to Muammar al-Gaddafi, from Muammar al-Gaddafi to Madibo Keita, from Jomo Kenyatta to Kwame Nkrumah to Mensah Saba. I bear the spirit of our forebears. Yensurowe. And the Captain Smart Yensurowe. Yebwa are conscientizing the youth. When we are done, Yebeja Mwanamwaka said decide who becomes the leader of the country.
I was auntie, my young Fawunsia, but I send back open and make catch. We are Bebuna and Debia make catch, so we are Bema, we yes, can find him Mato. Fasikani be see. Now, that I best suspended or no. One could not be feared, and so we hear Sika.
Suspension. I give power.
Menu Catechi or Tehei. A draw a woman or Jay. No red yabu. What Jay? So, yes, you cannot then go to Matwa. And can be wedding and go. The person says also ya buyer na wo krum ha wonye sika mfa no aduane ma mema
see bion
because wo dia no aduane am obi wo twoko bacho na wo di bia kotantra wasoa bi ko islego wo di bi ko ba bia be ma obi anwa be 24 bia brum kaswa traffic wo di mu di aduane ko kaswa koma be ma di
we ya say market no
so we sika ni bi sie
Oglobo ezo ya say market no.
Na dam meburu ni ye be sore no. Yen ye betimi agigi ye sika ye oman ye. I was telling you something about the American Revolution. American mebunu ni na sore ye. Obi kuta 50 cents, obi kuta $1, obi kuta $2, obi kuta say. They put it together. Do you know where it went? It went to the Mississippi International Bridge. It was the American youth.
Yeah, on behwe mo ehyabu adum to afie odono fo sa
Jimmy sa yen jai sa de no na mmebunu no ye sori je se ye kosei ade yen sori nkopira obi ada ye se ye ko street ne so no ye nam so nya boko baby aye duru no ade ntina ye man no
ye ni police fo nya de beko
oh ye ni police fo ni soldier fo ni na no akwa mo fini ye buruta ye no wo ina na eko ba me sanka se me asoja for na mo Flagstaff House na mo da ko Galamsey site no munya yo makao
omko
ada me hwe munya yo your excellency asebin ka me beka ba anoma bi afete bibia gumasum se wa instruct adwo asafo ase letter na wa twro no onsan nane no se adwo asafo se wayi carriage kwashiga the year now our school feeding so no apam the coordinator because you identify obi as or yebusuani o so you adamfo so no kwatena ho koye adwo no obi ono aye bi obi meye bi your excellency what director say letter no on revoking in terms of non sanction for na maame nkoye na adwuma se maame na disika de anka ompam no waye bibi anya anka ompam no but onye hwe no boy adwuma ma adwuma ne koso na yese on kɔ keke because obi person obi kɔ hye obi I mean why. But thank you, Mr. President. So do not see from us as some by a share. You want to get a friend with no Yamurkum Kata also. On Fana Conclusion Catabo, which you don't find the Jadin Chow, who shall on Butu so and agree not on show so you on my one na and you would day. I'm a China at the Youth Forum. If you had every Friday piano and the National Youth Forum, it's a way a Babuna number is 0244 173118 to bet me a friend of back. Come again. Na yenko nyame nka ho nyame ya adoma e kire nso ye betimi asan ehia bio share nso uko Facebook Smart TV Ghana na wa like page no na fe wa subscribe Instagram, the Twitter, ni YouTube ni na no Smart TV Ghana and Captain Smart official Bomoni na ko subscribe ni nyina. Na fa yen soja ne say to. E kina no pa wo sori ade adi kan ye ne say youth bia wo social media handle bia kwakwacho ho. Fix the country. I stand for Ghana. Fix the country. I stand for Ghana. Trosa yen me enjai sa de na ye tro no. Say Nigeria fast atisua. Hashtag fix the country. Hashtag I stand for Ghana. Me pon ya me ya me die sese ya. Won so ya wo de. Ni ensan to aso as fix the country jano. E ya ba fom. Won bua won dada ye. Yen san so sa jana abrantia or starting sa fix the country no. Ya reporting the social media handles no. E me ya block no. Wa hu ye mpani fo no won su no won man. Eti me yen so ye nja. E de won block ye nyina ye social media handles. Yes, show Independence Square. You be show Independence Square. Now also I na YouTube ne Twitter for me block here. It's a china wo sorry a. We better start here Nigeria. Hashtag fix the country. Hashtag I stand for Ghana. My name is Captain Smart. If you see Rollins, it is me. If you see J. Kufuor, that is me. If you see your sergeant for Dr. Kwame Nkrumah, that is us. You meet us one day. Thank you. Bye-bye.